Am I overreacting is a good question. I'm your host, Height. Here are my suggestions. Our first one is from ThenMagician4974. Am I overreacting for asking my husband why he gave his mom my seat at graduation? My husband, 33 male, and I, 31 female, don't argue much, but this one has me quietly boiling. I graduated with my master's last weekend. I worked full-time, raised our daughter, 2 female, and pulled night classes for 2 years to get here. Each graduate was given 3 guest tickets. I gave mine to my husband, my mom, and my sister. Cool. Day of graduation, I'm walking into the venue with my cap half falling off, and my husband waves me over, with his mom next to him. I assumed she somehow got a ticket, maybe from another student? Nope. Later, my sister texts, "Where are you sitting?" I said, "Aren't you there?" And she replied, "I didn't get in, no ticket." Apparently, he gave my sister's ticket to his mom without telling me. His excuse?
"Your mom and sister would have both cried anyway, and my mom's never seen you graduate."
I told him that was disrespectful, and he told me I was being overly sensitive and
making a scene over a seat.
I left dinner early and haven't really spoken to him since. He thinks I'm being cold over something logical, but I feel hurt and blindsided. Am I overreacting? OP's definitely not overreacting, especially considering it was their graduation that they were given tickets to hand out for. The fact that the husband decided to just do what he wanted, as opposed to what his wife wanted, really speaks a lot. This next one is by FluffyDrag5643. Am I overreacting for asking my boyfriend's mom to stop calling me the backup plan at dinner? My boyfriend, 26 male, and I, 24 female, have been dating for a little over a year. His mom never liked me, and she's made that weirdly clear. I try to be polite and not take things personally, but it's starting to wear me down. We were at his parents' house for dinner last weekend. Things were fine until his mom started reminiscing about his first real girlfriend, saying things like,
"She was so classy and put together. You know, not everyone has that natural polish."
Then she smiled at me and added,
"But you're a solid backup plan. Some men just want simple, and that's okay too."
I was stunned. I looked at my boyfriend, who just kind of awkwardly chuckled and didn't say anything. So I said, "Could you please not refer to me as a backup plan?" She gave me this innocent look and said,
"Oh honey, I'm just teasing. Don't be so sensitive."
I quietly excused myself and left the table. My boyfriend later told me I overreacted and that I shouldn't let her get under my skin like that. Am I overreacting for standing up for myself? OP's definitely not overreacting in this case. I mean, if I were in their shoes, I'd feel pretty damn insulted myself. The fact that the boyfriend didn't even bother to stand up for her, either he's a super big mama's boy or just a bitch. This next one is from Apprehensive Tree. Am I overreacting for refusing to cook for my fiance after he told his family I don't bring anything to the table? I, 26 female, live with my fiance, 28 male, and we've been engaged for about 5 months. I work remotely as a copy editor and also take care of most things around the house, cooking, cleaning, managing bills, etc. He works a 9 to 5 and says he
pays most of the rent,
even though it's like a 60-40 split. Last weekend, we went to a family dinner at his mom's house. His brother made a joke about wifey duties, and my fiance said something like,
"Well, she's not there yet. Still working on bringing something to the table."
His dad laughed, and his mom gave me that pity smile, like, "You'll get there." I was stunned. I didn't say anything, but I stewed the whole ride home. That night, I didn't cook dinner. The next day, I didn't make breakfast or lunch like I usually do. He noticed and asked what was wrong. I told him I didn't feel like contributing to a table I apparently don't bring anything to. He got defensive and said it was
just a joke
and accused me of punishing him. He even said that I was
being manipulative.
But I haven't been able to get over how casually he said that in front of people who already don't seem to think highly of me. Am I overreacting for going radio silent on the cooking and cleaning until he apologizes? That's gotta be really funny that you're talking about your partner not bringing anything to the table when they were happily bringing dinner and a clean house to the table on top of also some money, but you know what? This fiance can enjoy their cold meal because the OP is definitely not overreacting for wanting to be treated with some respect and shown that, especially from their partner. This next one is by Ring Affectionate 9225. Am I overreacting for not clapping when my brother's girlfriend announced my baby name at the gender reveal? I'm 29 female and 21 weeks pregnant with my first child. We've kept the name a secret. My husband and I agreed on Ivy early on and have just been referring to her as baby to family. Last weekend, my mom threw a gender reveal party and invited my extended family and my younger brother's girlfriend. They've been dating 5 months. After the "it's a girl" part, my mom started bringing out cupcakes, and my brother's girlfriend, 24 female, loudly says,
"Well, I guess we can finally call her Ivy now."
Everyone clapped. I just stood there awkwardly. I never told her. I had told my mom in confidence because she was making a quilt with initials. I pulled my mom aside, and she brushed it off as she got excited. I asked my brother's girlfriend later how she knew, and she said,
"Your mom told me, and I thought it'd be cute to announce it."
I didn't cry or yell, but I went home early and ignored the texts for the rest of the weekend. My mom says I
killed the mood,
and my brother says I'm being possessive over a name. I'm just so frustrated. I wanted to introduce my daughter's name myself. Am I overreacting? I look at it like if that's your kid, well obviously yours and a partner's kid, it's your job to decide however you want to do things in regard to your kid. I hate when other people want to step in and think they're doing something good, when in reality they're just pissing off the parents of said kid. And in this situation, I definitely side with the OP. They're not overreacting at all. And our final one is from Illustrious Tax 1781. Am I overreacting for walking out of dinner after my boyfriend laughed at my promotion? I, 27 female, just got promoted at work. It's a big deal. I've been grinding for years for this. I told my boyfriend, 29 male, a few days ago and he seemed lukewarm, but said, "Congrats." Last night, we went out with some of his friends and one asked me what was new. I told them about the promotion and how proud I was. My boyfriend cut in with,
"Yeah, now she's technically my boss in salary. Scary, right?"
Everyone laughed and one guy said something like, "Careful, she's gonna start wearing the pants now." My boyfriend added,
"She already does. Trust me."
I laughed awkwardly, but felt like I was being mocked, like my win was being turned into a punchline. When we got in the car, I told him it bothered me. He got defensive and said,
"It was just jokes. Why do you take everything so personally?"
I ended up getting out of the car when we stopped for gas and Ubering home. He says I embarrassed him. Am I overreacting? It's always sad when I see these partners just being so unsupportive. Like, I get it's one thing to joke around, but if you see that you're visibly annoying your partner, you should pull back and not get defensive. OP has all right to react the way they did because they were proud of what they achieved. Which, based on what I'm reading, sounds like it's a hell of a lot more than this boyfriend ever will achieve. Alright, that's enough stories for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Am I Overreacting? If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.